Have you ever wondered if there were different types of love, what the difference between your relationship with your parents is and your significant other? I think it's relevant to our everyday lives because it's good to know where you stand with someone, even if you do not necessarily love them like a significant other. In this speech, I will be explaining the 8 types of love. These 8 types of love come from Robert Sternbergs' triangular theory of love, which he developed in 1988. The theory organizes the relationship among different kinds of love that has been discussed by many theorists. So there are 8 types of love that we'll be talking about, which involve the interaction between commitment, intimacy, and passion. The 3 components of love are factors on the love scale. The first one will be commitment. It's a component of love that involves dedication to remain with someone through the ups and downs. The singular type of love is called empty love that only has commitment. Once it's reached, there's no going back in that relationship. The person tolerates and remains with this person because either a sense of duty or maybe peer pressure from their parents and family that they need to stay in the relationship. The second component is passion. It's an intense romantic or sexual desire for another person, which is accompanied by physiological arousal. The singular type of love associated with this component is called infatuation, also known as love at first sight or foolish love. So this is usually when the couple is not well matched and the passion fades eventually. Intimacy can develop between both people and become romantic love, but oftentimes it just fades. The third component is intimacy, which is warmth towards another person that arises from feelings of closeness and intimacy. You have a desire to give and receive emotional support and to share one's innermost thoughts with each other. So the singular type of love that would go with that component is liking for the intimacy. This is usually relationships that are new or friendships and family members. And we have a separate type of love, and it's called non-love. And none of the components are involved in it. It's usually just a casual relationship where there's no love involved. So now we're going to talk about the combination of 2 out of the 3 elements to make a more complicated type of love. So we have fatuous love, which involves passion and commitment. It's usually whirlwind romances or quickie marriages you see after a short period of time together. If intimacy doesn't eventually grow in that relationship, the stability will waver and passion can fade, and that'll turn into just commitment for that person, which would be empty love, and it's not good. So then we have the second type of more complicated love, which is called romantic love. It involves passion and intimacy. It's where 2 people are attracted to each other emotionally and physically. It can oftentimes eventually include commitment to make a more complicated love. You usually see this where in a new relationship, maybe between 2 high school students, where they're sharing everything. So the third type of the more complicated type of love is intimacy and commitment for companionate love. You usually see this in long-term relationships. The passion turned to commitment in this case. You'll still remain affectionate with that person, but you're more committed long after the passion dies. This can also be a relationship between friendships and family members, not just a significant other. So now we're going to talk about the ultimate combination of love. This is called consummate love. It has a combination of passion, intimacy, and commitment. It's believed to be the full or complete measure of love, something everyone strives for, the perfect couple. It's believed to be the perfect couple because you should be able to survive in your relationship after a long period of time and remain close and connected. And the downside is that if any 3 components diminish, then this type of love can die, so that's not good. The triangular theory of love has been criticized, especially due to its inability to specify the time or point at which one's love evolves for another. However, it has been tested for its validity and found some hold. Time alone does not cause intimacy and commitment to grow, but some couples are able to connect on a deeper level and form more meaningful commitments in a relatively early stage, while others cannot. I believe that knowledge of these components of love can help couples avoid pitfalls. It also helps to let them know when the passion is fading. It does not mean that the love is at an end, just that it's evolving into something more deep and meaningful. Knowledge may also encourage couples to focus on finding ways to rekindle the spark in the relationship, rather than just ending it when there's first signs of something going wrong. I did this speech on the different types of love because I think it's important to know how you feel about someone, or at least be aware of the different types of love that can be in an interaction with someone that is in your life. There's a huge difference between the love in your life and your significant other, your parents, and your friends. And I think it's important to know that.